Strange. Stinks so good. Welcome to the channel where fashion meets fragrance. My name is Kevin Samuels, your style godfather. And guys, in today's video, we're gonna talk about some of those fragrances that just stink, but they stink so good in a good way. Some of those fragrances that just kind of confuse you, but then as you kind of smell them a little bit, you're like, oh, this is the lick. Let's go. Gentlemen, how are we doing today? Guys, frames, fragrance, footwear. You wanna know what frames I'm wearing today? Of course, I'm from Jacqueline Mange. Look at the list of fragrances I'm rocking. And for the video, I'll just go ahead and show you. Oh, there you go, got the gooch on, boy, got that gooch. As I get better at filming in these areas, guys, I'll show you some actually full body shots. But today, I wanted to sit down from the comfort of the common area and talk about particular kinds of fragrances. Fragrances that just stink in a good way. Let's get into it. Some honorable mentions to start off the top. Shout out to the CIA. Guys, if you want to become part of the movement, do me a favor, join us on Patreon for exclusive video and live stream content that will only be visible there. Details down in the description. First, we're going to start off with none other than from the master Tom Ford. This one is called Tom Ford London. It's supposed to evoke the smells, the feels, the vibe of London. But because this one is so hard to get your hands on, I'm not going to talk about this one, but I do have something that smells close to it. An honorable mention from the brand Bond No. 9, Harrods Oud Patchouli. Beast mode of a fragrance. When you put oud and patchouli in a fragrance, whoo, you know it's got some skank on it. And this is one of the best. Another from the master Tom Ford, Sahara Noir. This stuff is legendary for balsamic resonance incense kind of lovers. Sadly, you can't get your hands on it, but it belongs in this list. Also, an honorable mention goes to Dior Homme Parfum. Becoming harder and harder to get your hands on. This stuff is a potent beast mode fragrance that just kind of stinks so good in the right way. Ladies love this stuff, but sadly, it didn't make the cut. And the last one that did not make the cut was Gucci Intense Oud. Now remember, all these fragrances did not make the list because they are so hard to get your hands on. And I don't want you breaking your neck trying to get these fragrances, but I do have backups and alternatives for them. Now let's get to the list. First up from Nasomato, we have none other than Black Afgano. This dark, dank, sticky, icky juice stinks so good. I mean, you smell like a pound of the best bud, and that's this fragrance. This smells like hash and stinks so good. You put this on and I guarantee you, you're gonna have to wait a minute before you go out of the house. But when you wear this, it's so masculine, so manly. Women love it, guys wanna know what you're wearing. Nasomato Black Afgano starts my stink so good list off right. Next up from the house of Armani Privé, we have Bois Incense. Think of Catholic incense. Think of, with Catholic stuff. Don't go there, I know how y'all are, but just think of straight up Holy Roman Catholic Church incense. That is this stuff. A lot of people compare this to Comme des Garçons Avignon, but this is actually Avignon. This is a lot easier to get your hands on. Incense lovers, you gotta at least put your nose on this. It's a must-have in my opinion, and it's another one of those fragrances that just stinks so good. Now we're into the list. We're talking Amouage Interlude Man, the Blue Beast. Come on, man. This is a legendary, so functified fragrance. So functified. This thing is funky and funky in the right way because, man, that oregano note, that basil, this thing, man, it's called the Blue Beast for a reason. It's stank on you, but stank on you in a good way. Amouage Interlude Man stinks so good, especially for this time of year. Next up from the house of Tom Ford, we have Tom Ford Anthracite, Noir Anthracite. This, hands down, has to be one of the most polarizing fragrances from Tom Ford and Tom Ford Noir line. But I love this stuff. I love it because it stinks so good, man. That cumin note in there, it has this kind of dry, arid leather kind of quality. And I would tell you, man, The ladies dig this. Give it a chance, fellas, because honestly, with everything being so sweet, so powdery, so overdone, so bright, fresh, crisp, you need to put a little stank on you sometime to smell like a man. I mean, sometimes, you know, I won't say go as far as go without deodorant and all that kind of stuff, but if you want to have some manly, masculine stank, Tom Ford Noir Anthracite just might do. Next up, you know I love Tom Ford for fashion, Francis Kirk John for fragrance, and this one, Absolute Pour Soir, Raw Honey and Cumin. Yeah, talking about stank skank in a good way. Go to Fragrantica and just look at some of the reviews on this stuff. This is either a love or hate fragrance. I love this stuff. I love it, can't get enough of it. But it is not for boys. This is the manly fragrance. Absolute Pour Soir is one of those kind of fragrances that will get you noticed. And if you rock it and wear it the right way, it'll get you noticed for the right reasons. Put your hands on this one for sure, if you dig what I did. Next up from Yost, we have Sombre Negro. I call this voodoo. You know the Godsmack song? I'm not the one who, yeah, I can't sing the song. This stuff smells like black magic voodoo. You see this little bottle? It'll last you about 300 years. You can get this to Baby Yoda. This is Baby Yoda. Yeah, the Baby Yoda fragrance, because it's gonna take you that long to wear this fragrance, because just a dab will do you. This will now be called Baby Yoda. I'm weird like that, but tell you what, it stinks so good. Sombre Negro, go from voodoo to Baby Yoda, and it's called Yosh. See, Yosh, Baby Yoda. See, I'm always thinking like that. Next up from Dior, we have Leather Oud. Remember I talked about Tom Ford London? Well, Dior Leather Oud smells right along the same style profile. This is Skank Barnyard kind of fragrance. You've heard people talk about this being exceptionally polarizing, but you see what kind of dent I put in that bottle? Man, look at that. It's because the stuff works. Especially if you dig ladies over in the Middle East or something like this stuff will never ever be considered overly feminine, powdery, or girly. All of these fragrances are Burt Reynolds, hairy-chested kind of fragrances. They stank so good because they smell like men. Next up is gonna be a polarizing one, but from Frederic Malle, Musk Ravengeur. Oh, this stuff is the bomb. But a lot of people don't like the clove note in it. For me, I like the funkiness of cloves. I like clove cigarettes. I like stuff with character, with body. I don't like stuff that's just traditional medicinal. I want some stuff with character. I mean, of course I love rose, amber, and oud. And this funky clove-filled musk, hell yeah. Hookah certified. If you have women that like to go hookah, if you like to go out there and dance up a little bit, trust me, Musk Ravengeur will do you right. And last, but certainly not least on the list, one from by Kilian, Dark Lord. Most polarizing scent from Kilian in the last couple of years. And I'm going to tell you, I love this stuff. Full review coming on it later, but I would tell you, first time I smelled it, I was like, the typical Kilian fans aren't gonna dig it because it's not overly bright, fresh, sweet, but that rum, leather, vetiver on that jasmine, when you put it on your skin and walk outside when it's about 65 degrees or less, oh my dang, this stuff is the bomb. I tell you, I saw this guy out in Saks actually rocking this and wearing it in a black leather jacket, and he walked by, I was like, dang, I need to give that another look, and I'm so glad I did. Had to cop it especially for this time of the year because guys, it stank so good. And you get the cool little case that comes along with it. I mean, come on, man. You can't beat this as a look. Put that up on your counter. She comes on in, kicks her shoes off. Once she grin, I'm in, game begin. This is game time. But like I always say, don't just leave it up to me. Hit us up in the comment section. What fragrances do you rock and wear when you trying to stink so good? What are you wearing when you want to just smell like a big, brute, hairy-chested man? When you want to put some stank on it and have everybody like, who's wearing that? That's you. Inquiring minds want to know down in the comment section. If you like this kind of video, go ahead and share it to somebody that you think use the information. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Till next time. Talk at you later. Godfather, out. Hey guys, whether looks, style, or life, whether personal or professional, you can level up and be your personal best each and every day. If you're interested in any of that, do us both a favor. Follow the link in the description and book your one-on-one session with me. Details down in the description. Peace.